Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences. Chapter 1, the hero and the
You're
princess.
on a path in the
real
woods.
Slave Princess starts here. You know it when you see it.
And at the end of that path is a...
No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting R1. R1, thank you. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. What haven't I asked? Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Serious? No, you have to do it.
Alright, yeah, out of place. That sounds better. I already turned around, so that's not good. So how about... Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Yeah, I take it.
You take the blade.
Enter.
The door to the base... Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Still on with you go.
Your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Well, you killed me, so...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Sounds good to me.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Well, I already know what you can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed?
Positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct.
Aha!
A blade of her own slips down her sleeve.
I told you! A fucking liar!
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Finish it.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Done and done.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
I mean, hey, the narrator said this is enough, so...
She's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Again? I can't skip it
If
either,
you
so...
don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world. But I died. What am I doing
I can
here?
assure you that you're not dead.
I'm dead.
And to
I
answer
died
your second
twice.
question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
What, should they cheated?
Out of nowhere and stab us again.
Right?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is armed.
She was armed, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
Right?
But it turns out she did. Because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Nah. Assume telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother? I already choose. Yeah, it's
Those
just
are two
these
very
everything.
different questions,
I can't
but
skip it, so.
fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've...
This is one at the fourth time.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen
I
to
did.
We did exactly what you said.
Exactly to the T.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare. In which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Well,
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
yeah.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yep.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
I'll give it another shot if I can be
Just
more
keep
careful
that
about
stiff
it.
upper lip. You'll save the world in no time at all.
Fine.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Oh boy.
The interior of the cabin is a
Whoa.
jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture you'll note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There's a mirror.
There's a table, the blade
Table,
sitting on the
blade.
table, and the door to the basement. There's
Door.
nothing else in here.
You didn't say anything about the windows. You not see the windows? Like you not see glass?
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah,
There isn't.
it's right there.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care about whether I'm being lied
As
to.
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
There's a mirror.
Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward
the
and
hell?
rub your hand against the
Am I a monster?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Right. Yeah, I'll take it since it might
You
be
take
different.
the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
And hopefully not die this time. To the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Huh.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
I won't trust you.
There's something so wrong with that voice.
Very.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend
Whoa.
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
Yeah.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to
Yeah.
let our guard down.
Yeah.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
I do have to hand it to her, that's a very good question. And it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving? There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
It happened.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Very.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
La 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 la. What happened after you died last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
What if we were both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
Oh, it definitely
I have
does.
absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Agreed.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Oh, she's gonna do it.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
I might die
I'm
again.
nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Anymore. If I come closer, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No, no, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Till I'm ready.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Oh.
No. I have my dignity. Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
That's exactly what happened, so you do remember it?
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Oh.
Aha! She slipped up there.
Yeah, she did.
She said again. And her taking it back doesn't count.
Nope.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the end.
Dude, we're trying to kill her, so of course it's gonna end with the violence. No. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Show me your hands.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Done alright. Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to you no, not that one. Dang it. So it's either to free her, turn and leave, or slay. Screw it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
She's ready to just stab me
Who's
real
me?
quickly.
Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hehe.
Ow! What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
She had a sword.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh,
Ow.
where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Ow.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
Well, fuck you too, lady.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes
I
dark,
hate you, dude.
and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods.
Is this
No,
you?
fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
We skipped. That's what we did.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option.
What's the hunted?
We have to fight.
I mean,
Good.
yeah.
It's better that way.
Stubborn?
Without a fight, no one
Okay,
can
Wolverine,
win.
calm down.
And then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is, I lost count.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Oh, now you tell us.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Alright.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I guess anything about the mirror this time?
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
Of course.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror.
It's a
You
mirror.
messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I don't think I can.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Approach the mirror. No other
Make your way
choice.
to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
I hate that mirror.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Yep.
It was never there. just an illusion.
What's up with the
Let's
mirror?
just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Great.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Ah.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
It isn't fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Like nothing.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She's damn tired us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to feel the authority buff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. What? She wants her killing us, right? So let's beat her to it.
No, that's a terrible idea. A win's a win. Screw it, we've already died twice. What's a third?
What's a third?
A third is a third. It's bad. Who cares?
Even I'm done with this.
Fine. You raise your blade above your head.
Oh, this is new. What are you going to do? Are you really going to stab yourself? Neat.
Then you skewer yourself.
Huh?
Ow. Are we still here? Can we not actually off ourselves? Boo! Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian?
Oh, a new one of us.
Yeah.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
Ow.
This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can save. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
Who cares about getting better than her? Let's do something weird. Like, really, really weird.
How weird.
Come on, show something new.
Da. We're gonna fight her again, and we're going to stiff up with her about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness steeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
She's going to kill this body either way, so stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Who's next?
What's the point?
It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Hey, you're.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Will she, though?
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
None of this is working. Think. Think.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction. Is it over?
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Eh, they're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
Manifest.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here?
This is...
How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Please.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Nah.
Don't care, just want to win.
Yep.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Huh?
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
And that is...
Are you going to say what she does? Oh, do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
empty your mind.
It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place. Approach the goddamn mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What the hell? You are at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence and ability inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
True. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to save the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
You're the thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way? No. How much will I forget?
Everything.
Everything.
Until we meet again.
Dang it. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to say the princess stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Remember her?
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die.